It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The defense calls a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Milton back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Going to the ground again on first. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They run again with Wright. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Colts take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now we're on the counter. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Brought down on the play by T'Vondre Sweat. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Slot man motioned over. Now May on 3rd and long. His first throw is an interception. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these covered.
They connect on the deep shot. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pull out in front further, 13-zip. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Colts drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second and 8. Watson with the catch. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle. So now here's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Wright running out of the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Right again. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down. Now a run with Wright. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 2-score game early. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released, and that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10 now. That one's cut along the left sideline. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. To throw, Milton. They'll get this one to Watkins. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They run it from the gun with Wright. Jukes out a one-stop. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's a give for Wright. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And 4th and 4 coming up. On to try the field goal, Harrison Butker. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Up and good from Blankenship. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, here's May. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Back to the air. It's May. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying to throw for it with May. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Has the connection to right. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
This is right, running left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. It's the Colts. With it, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown! The Colts boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts make it a 24-point ball game. Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's the pistol snap to May. He's got Watson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. He manages 13 on this punt return. And the Colts will take over. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Here's Milton. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Putting a receiver in motion. Milton now. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it inside the 25. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts get more points to end a lopsided first half. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts grow their lead yet again.
Commanders, nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Commanders, nothing.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They give it to him. Massive hit. The ball is out. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. It's a 3-yard gain, only a yard shy of the marker on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. May now from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
May trying again here on 2nd. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. May. And this is another incompletion. The tip definitely broke up that throw. And that brings up 4th and long. The Commanders ready for the punt. J.K. Scott will kick it away. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Gets everything he has under this throw. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
5 yards is the gain on the play. That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10. at the 32-yard line.
Milton. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He's got it deep downfield. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts push their lead further to start the half. Butker with the extra point. And the Colts continue piling on to this lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's May. Gets this one to Watson. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
May on 1st and 10. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. To the air on 1st down, May. He sends this one to the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Let's go. Milton back to throw. Is made down the right sideline. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A gain of 27 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Hand off, running left, right. Open space inside the 40. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. That pass is complete to McBride. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets it.
And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts parlay the interception into points. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Colts continue adding on to that lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down on the play by Tavondre Sweat. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's May. That one's complete, right side. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll run here from the gun. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Commanders with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the 4th. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. May looking to throw. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
There was a theory some years ago, Kate, that you would never run play action on 3rd and extra long like this because that play action is really not going to affect the defense. But what you got to understand is many times you're running that play action because of the great protection. You're actually trying to give that quarterback an extra beat. Well, didn't.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Pat Surtain has it. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I love throwing on 1st down, and when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Wow, wide open here, complete. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts tack on 7 more to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the choice to leave the end zone going to cost him just a slight bit as he's out a little short of that 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Operating from the gun, here's May. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's a gift. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And the Colts pick it up.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Oh, put some heat on it. That's complete inside the 35. All the way, touchdown, Indy. The Colts throwing 6 more on the blowout. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They go right back to ETN. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st down throw for May. Forced out to his right. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a pickup of 11. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Commanders just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
ETN on 3rd down. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it, but these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll send him up the middle. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Commanders making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
This one is up and good. And the Commanders cut into the lead by another point. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Colts are running them out of the building. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. On 2nd down, it's ETN. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season.